cheat.
Hey, you said I'm cheating for
Hey,
no reason.
you will cheat. What day he will do? I don't care if it's ping pong, he gonna
Right,
get it.
like how I'm
If
cheating.
it's ping pong, he want the advantage in the paddles.
I don't care about a paddle.
You figure out how to win.
I'm going to win. Ain't no figure out. I'm going to win.
A hell of an experience. You get that type of knowledge, that type of IQ. I look up to Bud a lot. Honestly, he one of the realest dudes that I done met. He's still a normal person in his head. Like, he don't believe that he's above everyone else. That's how I feel about myself.
You see me around a lot.
Oh, no.
Don't act like you ain't seen me around.
Them days.
He said that I do.
Bud, come on. Terence talking, I try not to talk back. I try to just listen and
Straight, boom. Straight shot. Like right here. The way of the right hand.
He like a sponge. He soak up everything that he need to soak up, put it into his arsenal.
Terence Crawford is reportedly training with Shakur Stevenson ahead of his fight against Teofimo Lopez, praising Stevenson's exceptional abilities. He notes that Shakur's speed, defense, and ring intelligence make him extremely difficult to beat. Crawford highlights how Stevenson's combination of skill, agility, and awareness forces opponents to constantly adapt, making him a unique challenge in the ring. Observing him up close reinforces just how dangerous Stevenson can be for anyone.
are the people that don't go very far. You got to always be a student. You got to always be able to learn and pick up things from this person, that person.
He's a work of art. Sky is the limit with Shakur. He got the boxing skills and the ability to, do whatever he wants in the ring. And it's going to be very hard to beat Shakur, with the skills that he possesses and the smarts that he has, and given the opportunity, I think he can pose a great threat to.
Terence Crawford praises Shakur Stevenson in a brotherly, supportive way, highlighting his exceptional skills. He says, some people might call Shakur boring, but they don't truly see his talent and mastery in the ring. Terence compares Stevenson to Floyd Mayweather, who was also once labeled boring, yet proved to be a legend. According to Terence, Shakur's skill set matches Mayweather's level, showing precision, intelligence, and speed that make him an extraordinary fighter worthy of respect and admiration.
I got Shakur.
Are you saying that because that's your man and you don't like Tank?
No. Hey, like I said, I respect Tank. Boxing, he's one of the ones.
Yeah.
we gonna take his personality and personal things out of it.
Mm-hmm.
Boxing, he's definitely talented.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he's definitely got that it. And he's definitely respected in boxing. But Shakur is a different fighter. Shakur is different. People may call him boring. People may say he can't punch. But they say the same thing about Floyd. Because they defensive.
In Shakur Stevenson's camp, Terence Crawford teaches him a variety of techniques, emphasizing the value of learning different tricks from every fighter. Stevenson benefits from observing and practicing these diverse strategies, improving his adaptability and skill in the ring. Beyond training, spending time together fosters a family-like atmosphere, strengthening their bond and trust. This combination of technical growth and personal support helps Stevenson develop both as a fighter and as a person.
It's like a black kind of thing, like it's like like when you go to cookouts and all your family be sitting there playing spades and like our.
Chris Algieri emphasizes the importance of matchups where top fighters challenge one another regardless of the risks involved. He believes that facing elite opponents is essential for growth and true testing of a boxer's abilities. According to Algieri, taking risks in the ring, even if it leads to losses, does not diminish a fighter's status or talent. Setbacks can be valuable learning experiences, teaching adjustments, strategy, and resilience. He stresses that avoiding difficult opponents may preserve an undefeated record, but it doesn't prove a fighter's skill or legacy. Algieri advocates courage and a willingness to step into high-stakes fights, highlighting that elite boxers are defined not just by wins, but by the challenges they embrace and how they respond when pushed to their limits.
The health of boxing on this side of the world. Listen, there's nothing like the Garden. We've both fought there many times. I fought in the big room. There's nothing like the Garden. Just the vibe, like you said, champ, that's around that. And this fight is deserving to be here. It's that good of a fight. It's that big a fight, and especially like I said, like the health of American boxing. This is one of the best fights that can be made. And putting it in the Garden just makes too much sense.
But the idea of the turmoil, the eyes on it, the spectacle, the circus. Chris, you talked about the idea that Teofimo Lopez kind of lives in this. That's where he flourishes. That's what he loves. This idea that because there's so many eyeballs on it, it's going to be kind of a circus. Does that favor Teofimo a little bit when you look at the strategy? Yes, no?
I'm going to say well, I can't say for certain because there's no certain with Teofimo Lopez. He's one of the most up, down, left, right guys I've ever been around.
Mercurial, we could say. Yes.
But when he is on, he's damn near unbeatable. I mean, he's such a good athlete. He has such a good boxing IQ. He's so physical and explosive. And again, I've said this on past shows. I've called him many times for Top Rank, been around fight weeks. And it just seems to me, the more out of sorts he seems, the more back against the wall it looks like, the more that he's an underdog, the better he performs. And this could be that kind of situation. New York is a tough place, man. They're already gibbering, going back and forth, saying like, you know, he reps Brooklyn, but there's kind of questions about his Brooklyn roots. Can he really rep Brooklyn in the way that he says he can? So he's already getting that heat for that. I don't know. It might be a good thing to poke the bear in terms of how well Teofimo is going to show up.
Paulie, that's a huge. You're from Brooklyn. That's a big insult to say that you're not really from Brooklyn.
Insult him a little bit.
Insult him a little bit. Insult him.
But I'll tell you what. There's so many thoughts in my head with this situation because Teofimo is at his most dangerous when he's counted out, and this is going to be one of.
Teddy Atlas defends both Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez against the criticism that has followed them throughout their careers. He points out that many observers were quick to claim they avoided challenging opponents, suggesting their records were padded or that they weren't willing to face top competition. Atlas argues that this perception is outdated and unfair, as both fighters have proven their willingness to step into high-level matchups. He emphasizes that their skill, speed, and strategy make them formidable opponents capable of handling elite competition rather than avoiding danger. Stevenson and Lopez have consistently sought opportunities to test themselves, demonstrating growth and adaptability. Atlas believes the narrative of avoidance no longer applies, highlighting that both boxers deserve recognition for their achievements and the challenges they are now embracing in the ring.
And Teofimo at certain spots, he's avoiding this guy, he's avoiding that guy. You can't take those shots at these two guys. Definitely can't now. They are stepping up, and they are taking fights that a lot of people are probably surprised they took. Now, a lot of people will say style-wise, Teddy, style-wise, is this going to be a great fight? I don't know if it will. I mean, style-wise, I could see you having a little reservations, whether or not these guys will make for dynamite. They will make, for electricity. I don't know if they will, but I'll tell you what they will make for. Two skillful fighters, two talented fighters, two fighters that are at a high skill level that will compete in the sweet science. I mean, Shakur showed aggression in his last fight against Zepeda, being elusive while being aggressive. Walking them down, fighting on the inside, boxing well, still being able to counter, still being able to control space, but also be able to go into tight quarters and not be afraid to show that he's good on the inside too, that he can make you miss and make you pay outside and inside. Shakur showed that. That was great. That was great, and people applaud him. I applaud him. We were sitting there, ringside. I was sitting there actually with your sister, ringside, watching that fight. And it was a terrific performance. Shakur showing that dimension, showing that attitude, showing that competitiveness, showing that dog like people like to show or like to talk about. And they wanted.
Pauli Malignaggi highlights how Teofimo Lopez frequently encounters criticism and is sometimes underestimated in the lead-up to major fights. Part of this, he explains, stems from Shakur Stevenson's higher profile in boxing. Stevenson enjoys more media attention, a larger fan base, and greater overall visibility. While Lopez possesses tremendous talent, explosive power, and speed, these qualities can be overshadowed in public perception by Stevenson's reputation and the spotlight surrounding him. Malignaggi notes that the comparison is not always fair. As Lopez has proven himself against strong competition and demonstrates skills that demand respect, the disparity in attention can influence narratives, with analysts and fans often focusing more on Stevenson's accomplishments while questioning Lopez's credentials. Ultimately, Malignaggi emphasizes that Lopez's abilities speak for themselves inside the ring, and underestimating him could be a costly mistake for anyone facing him, including Stevenson. This fight will test both fighters' skill and resolve under the bright lights of public scrutiny.